All right. So we're here in Rochester area in Fairport, where I'm picking up this Edison from Jay. Here's the front grill for it. The reason we're taking this apart is because Dave can't handle not knowing what compressor's in it. So, and Jay wants to know. Okay.
It says on the front here that it's either a Copeland, a Bendix, or a Tecumseh.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. It actually tells you what different model compressor it would be. Now, the question I have is for a normal person, they're not going to have a fucking clue what compressor that is.
Nope, nor they're not going to care either.
No. It is a little dirty, but it does work. It's 5,500 BTUs. So it's a little power hungry for its size, but that's okay.
I think I got all of them.
I'm sure the cycle time is going to be pretty quick.
Yeah.
It's always one knob that's got to be stiff.
See, it's usually the ventilation one. Is it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see.
These are actually adjustable, if you can believe that.
Just looking at this one. Yep. All right.
Oh, let's take bets on it first.
Oh, okay.
Is
I'm
it?
saying Bendix. To me, it doesn't sound like a Tecumseh or a Copeland.
Oh, so I've only ever seen Bendix units in Sears and Westinghouse units. So I'm gonna go with a Tecumseh. I really am. They're the most common.
And you know what? I'm going to pick Copeland
Are ya?
because no one's picked Copeland yet.
All right.
So one of us is going to be right. What's behind door number 1? Something else attached? Good deal.
Oh.
It's a Copeland.
Ah, dang. Look at you, Dave.
Yep, it's a Copeland. That freaking that fancy tag always tells you everything.
You can tell by the font.
It's a Copeland's version of the freaking AE.
Yeah, it looks like an AE.
It's a little crusty. It's in good shape. The fan motor bearings seem like they're a little iffy, but it does run. It does blow pretty cold. The cancer started to set in on it pretty good, but that's okay. We can fix that up. This stuff here, just pick that off and paint it. It don't matter. It ain't gonna be right away when I get to it, but it'll be added to my never-ending list of shit that has to get done that I don't have time to do.
A lot of spider webs, and this was.
Oh, yeah.
The guy I picked it up from was sitting outside for who knows how long.
And it does have the side curtain kit.
And look at that, Russ. What do you think there is not on this thing?
Drain hole.
Exactly.
It's rusted pretty good. Luckily, they cheaped out and used a plastic baffle for this, so it actually worked out in the advantage this time because that's one less thing I got to replace. It feels like, oh, that's metal. Let's say it feels like a plastic, looks like a plastic condenser fan, but it's not.
Nope.
This honestly doesn't look like it's going to be too bad to work on.
No, it's just dirty. And if you look at you can't see it, but the bottom, the rust is only in the inside. It's not going all the way through.
Styrofoam, no shit.
A little bit on the back.
You don't see styrofoam too often in 60s units.
I saw it in a 1960s Frigidaire that I had.
Okay. Figure 16,000. Yeah.
Yeah. But it was right like that.
Just for insulating, yeah.
Yep, it wasn't right. Whereas, if you look back here, I'll show you this. This is actually a quote-unquote modern unit I actually like. And it's all messed up, but...
Oh, is this?
Oh, okay. Well, this is-
You got my air check recording too.
Okay.
Oh, shit. It's a WCI.
WCI, yeah, it says right in there.
Yep, I'm very familiar with those.
But this thing's great, man. I always love this thing. It's a piece of junk, but it's not. Like,
No, not really. These are kind of like the last of the decent.
It's I think I can't remember what.
Oh wow, this one has
2000 maybe?
digital controls. Most of these still have the mechanical controls yet.
But this thing always.
And we will. Don't worry, we will get to that one.
6,200.
Okay.
6,500. Weird.
That's the end right there,
The way
the
I
very
see
end.
any R22 unit's gonna be at least okay. You know?
Is that R22?
Yeah, it is. 06 was when they outlawed it.
It's all the freaking EPA people.
Well, really, what it was, I think, that's when DuPont's what do you call it? Patent went up on it.
Yeah. It's not even about it. It's not even about environmental protection. It's about the refrigeration companies being able to line their pockets.
Right. Because patent goes up and anyone can make it, so
Prices fall.
You're telling me that's coincidence? I call bullshit.
exactly.
Well, we can fire it up. I got the tape rolling.
All right, yeah, I haven't fired this up in forever. Let's.
Oh, you can unplug. That'll run on battery for a little bit. I just plug it in so my battery won't die. But
So I've noticed in the past when I fired this up, it has a delay on the compressor, so it might take a while. But this thing's just super quiet, man. It's gonna have a. I remember it would delay for a few minutes before it would turn on. That like only the first time.
Okay.
Bizarre.
Interesting how they did controls.
Yeah, but that's on high, and that was what I always liked about this was that it was really quiet. It's got a Matsushita compressor in it, so
Okay. Got a good compressor in it.
yeah, the compressor is a decent sound for a rotary, but those Matsushita compressors are nice.
it goes down to 60.
Yeah,
What does low sound like?
nothing.
Wow.
Yeah, so I had that in my room when I was a kid.
This is a 1960s chassis design. And they changed it up a little bit. The control panel used to be down here, but the guts of it are pretty much identical. It does take a while for the compressor.
Yeah, it does. It might take several minutes, so. But I haven't used this in God knows how. I actually loaned it to one of my friends, and it came back looking like that. So I mean, you loan stuff out, you're lucky to get it back at all. So I guess I should feel lucky.
You know what? You want me to keep an eye out for a front for that?
I got it.
Oh, you do have it.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the filter, but it's a little bit broken. I'll show you.
Yeah, that would piss me off too.
Whatever he did to it, the front clips broke off.
Oh, man.
Probably tried ripping it down and
Probably. So it would mount up on there, and then they're just busted off.
It's a Kenmore variant.
Yeah. Hopefully it still works.
I'm sure it does.
Like I said, it used to take forever for the compressor to finally kick on.
to think about it.
Yeah, there must be something in the circuitry, like it
As-
says
as-
delay it for 5 minutes or whatever the hell it is. But that's what I thought. Yeah, you're gonna have your work cut out for you cleaning this sucker.
I'm actually surprised they use a single evaporator.
While they're waiting for that, fire this fucker up.
They're not too good for the circuits, I think. So.
Hopefully we'll be good.
And if not, we'll find out.
Yeah. And this one here will work just as good without the case on too. Some of them you gotta watch.
Yeah, right. Because this is like my thin line. If you didn't have the case on, there was no air going over.
That's already blowing cool. Yeah, I'd say it works. Like I said, the motor's a little noisy. I can't tell if it has oil ports on it or not though. It's gonna reach in, but I can't tell if those are sticking out or not. Oh, it ain't gonna get me. I've been doing this too long to get my finger chopped off now. It's gonna flick in there, but I can't tell if that's sticking out far enough, so I'm not going to yet. See if there's an oil port on it.
It's on, dude.
Is it?
Yeah.
Damn, we missed it. The funny thing is, you can hear that over this.
Yeah. The Matsushita, you can't mistake a Matsushita rotary sound. It's got like that little buzzy sound to it.
This one here, we already pretty much demoed it. That's a bearing noise, but the spin down time's great.
Yeah, if you look down in here, watch this. This is a little bit.
Oh, they ran the balls off of this thing. Oh,
it's got
yeah.
a good centimeter of play in it.
They definitely ran the balls off of that. That's freaking quiet, dude.
Working.
Put that on high. Oh, it is on high.
Yeah, I know.
It's blowing cold.
Yeah, it works good, man. It would cool my bedroom down good. And it was quiet.
Let's try the feathers, I guess,
All right,
next.
Yeah, go to the outside.
Oh, absolutely.
You want to hear the AE fire up on this way.
Tell you what, this thing's in like mint condition. Yeah, tell me when.
All right, here we go.
All right. Hell yeah.
It doesn't have a drain hole per se, but I leaned it back far enough that most of the water leaves.
You know, you could probably get a step. I'd use a step bit.
Yeah,
The step bit will go in without.
It has this funky.
Yeah.
weird,
They never
super
work.
overflow.
And it doesn't even go to nothing. I think it's just for show. Then it's got that little punch out here. But yeah.
Yeah, like I said, this luckily leans back, angled back far enough that you can see the water just goes.
Oh yeah.
And I don't think it hangs around there because I've never heard it sloshing while it's installed.
I'm glad to
like
see you
this.
finally put it to use.
Yeah, man. I've been using it for a couple of years now.
Shame I didn't bring my tent. Don't matter. People take my word for it. It works.
Yeah. No, I understand the whole point of the slinger and because it will definitely take more heat off the condenser, but
It's not worth the trade-off.
Right, if you're looking at longevity, then yeah, it's not worth it.
And you might get a degree or two. I never noticed anything substantial.
I'd like to actually maybe someday try to perform a real scientific test on it somehow, but
That's low. Even on high, it's not that loud.
no, it's not. But it's just got that. I guess it's not so
Sounds
bad.
really good on
It was
low.
worse when it was in the house. I had this in my old house up in a bedroom, so of course the off balance fan vibrated a
Oh,
little too
yeah.
much for my liking. So,
That's cool.
but it's perfect out in the garage. It's funny because I don't know how the thermostats work on these because normally they have a sensing bulb, but I can't find it anywhere. It must be.
This one's
behind
it's a bimetal strip.
it. Okay. Inside the unit itself. Yeah.
People bitch about those. I actually find that they're more reliable. Those ones actually seem to get cold, probably because it doesn't sense the temperature drop
Yeah.
as quickly.
True. You're
So a lot of times, most of the
yeah,
ones
this
with the
thing
bulb,
doesn't cycle much.
most of them I got to modify a little bit.
Okay.
There, sometimes they'll have a pro style. It'll be wrapped up inside the cab.
I've seen that already too.
Yeah.
Oop, lay it down for a second.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Sure.
Hello. Hey.
All right. Over here. Yeah. And over here we have a 1955, 1956 Fetters Weather Bureau. Wait for now to show you the back. It's not the 3-vent version I'm looking for. It's a 2-vent, just like the one I installed at a friend's house. This one looks like it still has the original Fetter sticker on there, but unfortunately, it's been painted over. I have to see if I can get that paint off and hopefully see what the original Fetter sticker gray look like. Has different knobs than the other one I have too. And this here is a mid 1960s
4K.
4,000 BTU. I call them the mini weather wheels.
My wife called it the cute unit,
The cute unit.
and she's not wrong, man. It's a cute little thing. It's small but heavy.
Oh my God, yeah. It uses R12.
Yep.
If you have an extension cord, I'll fire them up. If not,
Yeah.
I really don't feel like
I want to see that
picking.
one fire up, but you'll just have to do it without the fan running, obviously.
I don't think it'll even turn like that.
Yeah.
I bet you it fires up.
I bet it does.
That's something I freaking shoot. rock. I'm sorry, I'm being a horrible cameraman today. Things
Hopefully you're
probably.
gonna edit this a little bit. Maybe.
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. Usually I edit when I have multiple clips.
Right.
Mine are usually pretty raw, as was. I'll save this one for last, I think.
Yeah, for sure. This one, I don't know, we had a little trouble getting it going.
I'd say just a cap. Slide her down. Oh.
You don't got something there?
If you want, Dave, we'll slide her down and freaking then we'll push it back and cover it up when we're done. That'd be great in a small bedroom, man.
Perfect, man. Perfect. And it's super quiet on the inside.
That time fired right up.
Yeah, maybe it just needed a little love.
It's running on low too. That's quiet.
Yeah, the condenser is the only loud part. Like the evaporator fan's quiet.
Compressor's gonna be right here. It's running.
It's running. This is quiet. Yeah, 4,000 BTU. It's got R12. It probably runs real low pressure.
Yeah, it's running.
Yeah, it's running.
That's freaking cold. It's already getting. I feel the bottom of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it is getting cold. I mean, who knows? I don't know much about R12, how quickly it builds pressure.
Quick. Usually.
Probably, because it doesn't use much anyways.
I mean, R22 is an awesome refrigerant, but R12 is significantly better.
Yeah. Yeah, the only problem with R12 is for the reason why they didn't really continue using it is because the volume that it needs inside a piston is like 10 times what's required of R22, so you'd have to have large equipment.
Really?
In comparison to its capacity. With something so small like this, like I said, this is essentially a refrigerator
Yeah.
turned into an air conditioner. It's a little pancake compressor. I mean, what's the typical refrigerator capacity? 4,000 BTUs?
Right. That's probably towards the larger end.
Yeah. I mean, with a fridge, you're in an insulated box.
Yeah,
Tell you what, that works freaking great.
Well, cheers now.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. I know how much you like your weather wheels, so. And Dave, it looks like you already have enough units at your place. I seen the pictures,
I don't have
man.
any weather wheels, but yeah, I do have.
My goal, and it's a laughable goal because it's going to be nearly impossible to do it, my goal is to collect one of every variation.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
Some of them are eluding me.
I feel like this one's more rare. I've never seen one like this.
Most of them have the gold mesh.
Not only that, but I've never seen one below 5,000 BTU.
Except for
Yeah. Right. Yep.
I bought that thing in Lancaster years ago, and it doesn't. Fan motor died on it right when that second I fired. Well, it's probably already dead.
Yeah. I'd still probably replace the cap on that. If you got any extra ones laying around.
I have a hard start kit too, but that's for a compressor primarily though. Still
Well,
got
if
the
you
original.
If you got any compressors that don't feel like starting,
Yeah, actually I do.
give it a nice jolt there. Sometimes that's all it takes to get it going, you know.
Now for the moment of truth. I wonder if you slide that feathers out of the case, probably, huh?
Slide up.
Yeah, we'll slide it up first, and then we'll put this one back, I guess.
Video and someone's got to be mowing our lawn, right?
I think I had a situation like that. Oh, that was a reference to one of my.
I remember that. That was the days before you were on the wagon there, and you had a few choice words.
That was back when I used to drink a lot.
Yeah.
I'm at the point now where like I don't feel like I need alcohol, so I don't have a problem with having like a twisted tea every now and again.
Right.
But for people don't realize how serious that actually was. Like you used to see it at the end of the night. I'd have like a pile of bottles. I'd be slurred. I wouldn't even be able to speak straight. Now the brackets are messed up on it, or for the fan mount, but it looks like it's just a matter of bending it back in. It looks like they're bent and this kind of like squishes, sandwiches it in.
Is this the air exchanger?
Yeah. It actually kind of looks like it was dropped at one
It
point.
does look like this thing was manhandled pretty good.
But I'm not worried about the fan motor for now. As long as that compressor works, which I haven't seen an S yet that didn't fire up, except for those ones from Virginia in that motel. But all they needed was a hard start kit to bring it to life. But yeah, we're going to find out, see if it works. I don't expect the fan to turn at all.
All right, smoke test.
I bet you if so you say bets, is it gonna fire right up or not?
I think it will.
Yeah?
The compressor will.
Yep. Dave?
Hopefully.
I think it will.
Hopefully.
Hopefully it's not an answer. Yes or no, Dave? We're all saying yes.
I go with, yeah.
Okay, so we all think it's gonna work. I bet you it does too. Here goes nothing. It's trying.
Looks like that hard start kit might be in your future.
Yeah. I wonder if this
We're also running on an extension cord too.
I didn't get shocked. Yeah, that's true. Low voltage.
That's actually hitting the freaking, yeah.
Is that trying to turn it off?
Yep.
It is. It's trying.
Was that the fan motor buzzing or the compressor?
That's a compressor trying to start.
Yeah, hard start kit.
Yep. I wonder if this has a relay on it or not. Because that King unit I have doesn't have a start relay. But most S's do though.
Most of them,
Most
yeah.
of them do, but not all.
This is probably a 4,000 BTU.
It says right on there.
I'd say.
Half horsepower for the compressor. Yeah, I think it's a no-go on that one.
Yep, I went to overload.
Yep, tripped the overload out on it. Okay. Well, yeah, that's not going to happen. So we were all wrong. Oh. For now, that's all we got. I'm sure there might be some clips or some pictures thrown on at the end, so I'm not going to upload this yet, but we will later on.